2, 3.
Hey there, welcome back to Thoughts at 30, where we're diving deep into the hot new companies we have discovered in our 30s that we often use, and managing expectations and disappointments. In this episode, we're embracing the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
So this weekend, I gave in and finally got my first ever Costco pass. I don't know if a lot of people use Costco nowadays. It seemed popular because there's a lot of lines. But I got a Costco pass, paid that $60 membership fee, but I'm not sure if it was worth it because I spent double what I usually do on groceries. Like, the deals seem good, but
You end up spending more.
I ended up spending more, and it's kind of dangerous in there. You get like 10 things and you don't realize that it's like $200 something.
Well, then, and the things that you buy too, they come in big bulks, right?
Yeah, bulk. So if you like eating or drinking the same thing every day, it makes sense, but I definitely didn't need 10 servings of spinach that expire in a week.
Yeah. So I mean, it's hard not to. I think I would like, okay, for example, I drink Nesquik every morning, right?
Oh yeah, I like next.
Yeah, milk, Nesquik. So my probably shopping choice product would be the Nesquik powder. I'll probably buy it in a bulk. So I think it'll help me in that case because it's cheaper, right?
Yeah, like I bought Muscle Milk, which me and my husband actually really like. It was only $22, but it came in a pack of 18, so less than $2 a little carton, which is a good deal. But I also discovered Costco in my 20s when I would go to Vegas. We would go to Costco for their alcohol because they have like enormous bottles of vodka that are pretty cheap. So if it does make sense to buy in bulk alcohol there, like if you're having a party, you're having a lot of people, everybody likes vodka or giant tequila, or even for a wedding. Like some places you will either buy their alcohol, or it's not like a corkage fee, but they'll be like, you can bring 10 bottles of alcohol. Like that's how it was at my venue.
Yeah.
So technically, they didn't say how many ounces or how big. So technically, I should have got a Costco pass and got giant bottles, like 10 giant bottles for the wedding.
Okay, so in parties, it works, Costco. But so have you had time to analyze, when did you get your card?
Literally like this Sunday.
This Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe put down 30 days between, not 30 days. I don't think that's enough time to evaluate. Maybe like within 2 months, kind of do your finances and see if you end up spending more and how long the food is lasting, if it's lasting more.
Because right now it seems like a lot to me, but I haven't really seen how long some of the stuff's going to last. Because usually I do my shopping at Walmart, actually, because I'll get like a lot of food for like $100 to $120. And then Ralph's, Albertsons, I only get like steak and other things there, not really my day-to-day items. Like, where do you shop?
I get alcohol from Albertsons and Ralph's, not from Walmart, because I don't know. Do they sell alcohol?
Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't do self-checkout. Like, they have self-checkout, and you can't self-checkout alcohol.
I just never found that aisle with alcohol in there.
It's a very limited aisle. It's only like one.
It's like just the top shelf.
Or they have you ever been to Bevmo or Total Wine?
I try to stay away because we don't want to encourage drinking.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I do like to drink, but I feel like I feel like at Costco, at Bevmo. Like, I just be buying everything in bulk because it's supposed to be cheaper, right? It's a all alcohol store.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question for you. So since we're on the topic from Costco, who do you think would benefit more from a Costco card? Because you're married, but you don't have kids. So for example, families, would they benefit more?
Definitely families, because like I was trying to eat healthy, so I was getting like fresh fruit, veggies, and meat that expire.
Yeah.
But with kids, they eat more processed foods. So the snacks in bulk is a good idea because then it doesn't go bad. It'll last a while. And kids eat a lot throughout the day. You have those grazers that want a snack like every hour or two.
Yeah. Okay, for you, would you recommend, since you're married, you guys are two, to go to Costco only for the things that you use a lot, like toilet paper?
Definitely the toilet paper, the trash bags, because then you don't have to think about buying it often. You just go when you need it. And like last time, I also have Sam's Club, so I went to Sam's Club, and that pack lasted me probably 4 months. So I don't have to think about buying it over and over again. It's just like a one-stop shop. Forget about buying it for a while.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I use way too often right now is Amazon. I definitely have an Amazon problem.
Okay, why? Tell us.
Sometimes I get a package and I don't even know which order it is. That is like a weekly thing, and it's like $20 here, $15 here, and sometimes I'm going through my statement going, that kind of added up a little bit.
That's so funny.
Like, do you use Amazon? Like,
okay,
often?
So I don't use Amazon. I used to use it more often when I got my student discount.
Oh, there was a student discount?
There was a student discount where I can use my email address. I was going to Cal State Fullerton, so I ended up using it. And the membership to get Prime was like $3-4, like nothing, right? So that's when
That's a deal.
Yeah, so I was like basically free shipping. Yeah, I was using it a lot. But now I ended up canceling, first of all, because they canceled the students since I'm out of school now. And it went to full price.
So once the discount was over, the membership was like, no, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
continue.
and then I'm the type of shopper that needs things in their hands now.
I know, because like Amazon is definitely putting some small shops out of business because people aren't going to a physical store anymore. They're just buying online.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend that likes Disneyland. I could look up Disneyland gifts and it'll give me all these ideas that I wouldn't have thought about just walking through an aisle like at the store.
Yeah.
Or they also have Etsy now for if you want custom items,
handcrafted.
put your names on it. If you have a bachelorette or somebody's special anniversary or birthday, that's kind of cool for like the customization. So Amazon's fun for like finding things in different sizes, different prints, different colors, and then Etsy's the go-to for customize.
Yeah, everything's switching online now. I stopped using Amazon because of the student membership, and then now maybe for like Christmas things, I end up getting, I don't think I get Prime again. I'm trying to remember what I did last year. I think I just paid for the shipping, but that's the only time that I used Amazon. Other than that, I don't really use it.
Oh, it's dangerous. I bought a cordless vacuum recently that I'm in love with. I just bought an air fryer.
Oh, the air fryer, yes.
Oh, the air fryer is a game changer. It is a game changer. I did chicken thighs in it, turned out crispy, way better than the oven.
And you said it came in super fast.
It delivered overnight. I was like, is this Christmas where Santa's just like going around dropping presents at doors in the middle of the night? I don't know how I feel about making delivery drivers deliver, like the delivery time was 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. So they're driving at night, which I'm sure is better than the day because there's no traffic.
Yeah.
But then they're going up to doors like in pitch black, like in the darkness.
Yeah.
And like still having to take a picture with the flash on to say that they delivered it. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, it could kind of be creepy. I mean, I get that. Yeah, the traffic, it does help when it's early in the morning. but imagine you see like a flashlight by your room window. You're like,
Yeah,
what the
creeps
hell
some
is
people
happening out here?
Yeah.
I think we just have to honestly get used to it. Things are getting faster as everything's going online, especially with clothing. I don't really shop with like groceries. Like I go to the actual store, but then when it comes to fashion, I don't like going to one store because you go to one store and you get a limited amount of stuff.
Or you go to one store and it's all crop tops, which I'm not going to wear a crop top.
Yeah.
Or it's all outdated. Like Forever 21 kind of went downhill.
Yeah. Actually, it has.
Yeah.
I think they're going more with like the fashion trends and they're not going more for comfortability. Like the shoes. I remember buying shoes at Forever 21 and they were great because they had like they had a lot of options, but now they stick to like one trend and it's all the store.
Yeah, or it's not a good variety. Like the whole store looks the same, or it's kind of not tasteful.
Yeah.
Like kind of cheesy.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, we're getting old and Forever 21 is no longer our store?
That might be the case. That might be it.
Oh my gosh.
Because I used to love Forever 21, H&M. H&M I still like, but
Yeah.
But I also know how do you pronounce it? Shein?
I say Shein.
I say Sheen.
Maybe it is right. I haven't heard the pronunciation anywhere. I mean, actually, I've heard so many commercials. I just don't pay attention to them.
What about Fashion Nova? Do you use Fashion Nova?
I used to. Well, I did one time. It was great, but it's a little bit more expensive, and I'm like a very cheap person. It's a little bit more expensive, a few dollars more, not too much extra. Cardi B is like an advocate for it. I know.
Oh yeah, I've seen her. I've seen her, and so it's Fashion Nova, right?
Yeah, but Shein, I feel like I've had more luck with things that I choose. So you guys can't see me right now, but I'm currently wearing everything Shein.
And she looks stylish.
Thank you. And all for my shirt, $4.99.
Oh.
Okay. My pants, a little bit more pricey, but come on, they're jeans. $10.
That's good.
My shoes are like little loafers. It's they were $15. And these like bracelets that actually look like gold but don't put magnet next to them.
Don't do the gold tester on them.
No, we cannot do that. $2. Like, it's amazing. So one thing that I've heard is that they're having like all these protests against Shein. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Oh, I kind of heard. I heard a little bit about it.
About like, okay, so you guys, if you're listening to this, obviously this is like the things that I've heard and read. I don't have probably all the facts together, but they're protesting because of the bad work conditions. They don't get paid enough. But I'm saying, like, why don't they go after Walmart? Why don't they go after like Target? Where are they getting their things too?
Yeah, I don't know if it was child labor or just bad working conditions.
I think
I don't know. I haven't heard too much about it.
Something was going wrong where things in China, like the people are protesting in China.
But is it like, I love finding good deals, and I like, looking expensive with not paying.
Bougie broke.
Yeah. I always said I was balling on a budget, That was my college term. I'm still balling on a budget, even though I make a decent salary. So I have a question for people in their 30s. Like, when you ask somebody, oh my gosh, your top is so cute, or where did you get your outfit? Is it more impressive to have a good deal or have like a thrifted piece or item? Or do you like when people like, oh, it's designer and it's an expensive outfit? So is it more impressive to be a good deal or to be designer and to be expensive? That's
a great question. And to whoever's listening, our audience, Thoughts at 30, please write it down in the comments so that we can have time to read about it and read your opinions. On dates, when, at least with the men, they look. Everybody stares at what you're wearing, your fingertips. I've had men look at my toenails. They look at everything. And I've been with I've gone on dates with a wide
variety.
Variety. I can't speak. A wide variety. And nobody has ever said, like, where did you get your shirt? Maybe it's more in between women.
Maybe, yeah, I don't have guys ask me that, but you know, like your girlfriends, like your friends.
Maybe.
Or your coworkers, some if you're close with them.
I personally, when I look at a woman, I look to see if they're done up. I don't see if they're, oh my gosh, she's not wearing I'm trying to think of a brand right now.
Gucci. Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci or whatever. Like, I see a woman and I see her, all right, she looks good. Like, I like it.
Yeah, the only thing I will buy designer, I do have a Gucci belt, which is like,
Ooh.
I really like.
Okay.
And I have a couple designer purses like YSL, you know, the basic designer stuff.
Yeah.
But those last a long time. Like if I was wearing an expensive shirt and I got like wine or something on it or like a food stain, like if I was eating pasta,
that's the worst.
then I would be like, oh my gosh, my expensive blouse just got ruined. So
yeah, you'd feel some type of way.
Yeah.
But if that happens on your Shein $4.99 shirt, you're gonna be like, like we can deal with
yeah.
this.
I also thrift still too. I sometimes go to Savers because I'm the youngest of 4. I have 2 older sisters and I grew up getting hand-me-downs. So my sister, you know, had pretty good style. So I always liked when she was either giving away clothes or sometimes I would even go into her closet and take things.
You're like, whoops.
And then she'd be like, where are my seven jeans? I was like, I'm wearing them. But
You're like trying to hide them under the rug.
You have sisters.
So you're the youngest, right?
Yeah,
I'm the oldest. And at a young age, I was just very frugal. My parents, they're not rich. So I learned to like, don't spend too much money, spend money on what you need. And now that my sisters are grown, so I'm the oldest, they're 27, the other one's 23. The 27-year-old, well, actually both of them, they shop like crazy maniacs.
Oh no.
Yes. So things have reversed, and anytime that they're getting rid of anything, they ended up giving it to my mom and to send it back to Mexico, like for my cousins that can't afford it.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Hell no. They need to be nicer and give it to me.
You get first selection or first pick, right?
No, I'm just kidding, you guys. Yeah, if you guys have time to donate to those that are in privilege.
Oh, I donate to Goodwill because I do my spring cleaning every year. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all these clothes. It's too much. I don't need all this. I actually like recently the rod broke in my closet because I had too much on it. I was like, I need to clean out my closet. I love that problem. You know what was the first to go? I actually was like, okay, now that I'm married, I'm not gonna wear these hoochie mama dresses that I used to wear, like the ones that were too short. Like if my butt's showing, no, I gotta get rid of it. So I donated like my hoochie mama stuff because I'm like, those 20-year-old days are over.
Stilettos.
Can't walk in I traded in my stilettos for like the little booties with the heels.
Oh yeah. 30s, I'm telling you, 30s.
I have my kitten heels that are still stylish but more practical than stilettos now.
And it looks more classy. You don't want to be like at 30 going to, I mean,
it does look good with stilettos, but I can't walk in those anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I can't, I think it's just hard. All my shoes that I buy are thick heel.
Oh, chunky heel?
Chunky heel, yeah. Yeah, I love that. But anyways, yeah, so they end up giving it to my mom, and then my mom ends up giving it to me, and I take whatever I can fit in because my sisters are different sizes. One is more boobylicious. I'm not boobylicious. The other one has a fat ass, and I don't have that. So whatever gets to fit to me, like I end up keeping it, and then whatever I don't, I end up donating it there's these large boxes. I don't go to Goodwill.
Oh, the containers that you just drop them in.
Yes.
I don't know what the organization is. There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, so I actually read the little label on the containers.
Oh, okay.
And first it says for the police departments. And then it goes on and continues to say that it's actually for this company that resells clothes but at a cheaper, it's like a Goodwill kind of situation.
Yeah.
But I forgot what the name of that corporation was.
Salvation Army?
I'm sure there's so many.
Something like Salvation Army, Goodwill. Those are all the main ones.
But if you guys want a tax write-off, go to Goodwill because they
give you a slip. Yeah. I write it off on my taxes.
Yeah, not the boxes though. So I'm the type of person that I hate contact. I hate people. Whatever you can keep away from me, the best.
Yeah.
So I go to those boxes and I don't have to deal with anything. Just drop it down. You can only do clothes and shoes. That is all. Don't drop up your undies.
Nobody wants your used undies.
I mean, maybe there is a audience out there.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. So what I would recommend to conclude this topic is it's okay to thrift and it's okay to buy at Shein. Whatever you guys can afford. Some of us have more money than others and some of us don't.
You could be balling on a budget and still look good. You could still look like $1 million even if your outfit's 50.
Yeah. I dress as good as I can and I get okay. One thing I would spend money on is my purse.
Yeah, purse. For sure.
I have people that have gifted me purses for my birthday or whatever, and that's why I carry purses. I haven't bought one yet, but girls look.
Yeah. Or like for shoes, I do have a few Steve Maddens, but that's not like, is that considered expensive for shoes?
I would say yeah. It's like up there higher than $100, right?
Yeah.
I would consider that expensive. Well, for me. I don't know
Yeah.
what other people. Everybody's at a different bracket of finances.
Yeah, I don't have an expensive wardrobe. Just my purse is worth money. It's all about the purse.
All right, so we're going to take a transition over to being in your 30s and managing expectations and disappointments. Facing unmet expectations in our 30s, such as unfulfilled dreams, missed opportunities. I mean, these things can be emotionally challenging to process and accept. So, for example, I always wanted to start a business. Well, at least I wanted something set up at 30. And all my 20s, I pushed and I pushed. I did the whole buying baseball tickets really cheap, going around town, selling the tickets for more. Then I switched over to drop shipping. And then I switched over to, what did I do? Oh, I started selling paintings, paintings. Wow. But that took
Well, what kind of company were you thinking about?
Anything that made me money. I wasn't like stuck to one thing.
Upcoming.
Exactly.
Company.
So some things I managed to sell a couple things and it didn't go through. And now I'm 31 with no company, no business. I'm still trying. Yeah. But that's one of the unfulfilled things, the expectation that I had at 30 for myself, along with buying a house.
Oh, yeah. I still want a house. I still want to be a homeowner.
Having kids by 30. What else? I'd probably be by my third kid by 30, like my mother, or around my 30s. But here I am. No house, no business, no.
But there's other positives besides the downsides, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Am I happy? Like now?
Happy, healthy.
Yeah. That's just something that people need to remember, that it's not all about, because I was driven by money, and not because I'm greedy, but because I want to be set by a certain time and not have to have my 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and work for somebody. I wanted to get out of that and then start something of my own so that my kids I can build a legacy for myself.
Yeah. Well, I actually went into college wanting to be an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. I actually have this crazy idea. I used to really like kids. I still like kids, but I used to nanny and babysit. So I would go, do all the kids stuff.
I
was a kid at heart, and I really wanted they had those trampoline parks, Sky High or Get Air or Airtime, whatever they're called. But I wanted a trampoline park with bounce houses and bounce house obstacle course, like a mega birthday party place. And then I actually worked at a birthday party place in college. Okay. And I was like, this is miserable. Like, the parents were not very nice to me. The kids, it was like and then I was thinking, okay, my idea has high liability. Like, people could get hurt. They could break bones. Who knows?
Especially with babies and kids.
Yeah. So I didn't want to take the liability. And I also went away from that idea and switched to accounting my sophomore year, because as much as I wanted a business, I also wanted a steady paycheck, and I wanted to know my income, like a set income. I wanted to know how much I was making each month.
Okay.
Because in entrepreneurship, when you have your own business, like, some months can be good. It could be seasonal. Some months can be really bad. It could cost a lot to start up. There's too much of the unknown for me.
Yeah. I mean, take this. Amazon, Jeff Bezos took 6 years to get any type of profit, see any money back from Amazon. At year 2, I'm done.
Yeah. You have to, a lot of startup businesses fail within the first year or two.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of entrepreneurs have to have a lot of willpower. They have to have determination, and they have to believe in themselves.
Oh yeah. Have that confidence. Yeah. And if you start listening to the wrong people, which I did, I mean, I love you guys so much, my mommy and my daddy, but my dad, he works a 9 to 5. He did the utmost thing for his family and came to America, which God bless him. I am thankful every single day. But when I started wanting to start my company, well, in my mind, my company, my businesses, I would go to my dad for advice, and he would always put the seed of doubt. Always the seed of doubt. Why are you doing this? You need to go to college and get a degree and get a corporate job and do all this. And yeah, that's something, I studied finance, and I just couldn't. My heart belongs somewhere else. So so every time I wanted to start something, my dad was just like, but look at all this work you're putting. You're not going to get anything out of it. And why don't you just go get a 9 to 5? And I'm like, maybe he's right. Every time I failed, that's how I felt in my heart, is that my dad was right here telling me oh my goodness, if I do fail, they're going to be like, I told you so. And I wasted all these years when I could have gone to college and gotten a steady paycheck. And maybe that was my route. And that thought was always in my head. So every time that something didn't work out,
down talk.
Yeah.
You talk down to yourself about
it. And my parents are doing it from a place of love, but I didn't need that. I needed to surround myself by successful business people.
Yeah.
But somebody that can give me good advice.
I wish I had a mentor. I would love to have a very successful aunt and uncle or some colleague that I met in college just guide me. Take my hand. I will teach you how to make a crap ton of money. I'll be like, yes, exactly. Please.
Anybody parents that have their own businesses, guess what they're doing with their kids? Teaching them how to manage the business and make more businesses. That's why the rich keep getting richer, For us, I mean, for the middle class, that's all our parents can teach us. It's just how to be middle class. They can't teach you more. So I think surrounding yourself with a good support system, crucial to your development.
Yeah. And just not putting yourself down if you don't meet those milestones or that timeline you had in your head. Oh, I want to own my business. like your life doesn't end at 30. You know, sometimes it just begins. You could still be a homeowner. You could still be a business owner. You still have time.
Yeah. Vera Wang, people, do you know when she created Vera Wang or Wang?
Oh, the brand?
The brand, Vera,
Wang,
yeah. In her 40s.
She still looks really good, by the way.
She looks bomb. I think she's like 60.
She's in her 60s, yeah.
I saw some pictures of her from behind. She looks literally 20.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's doing.
So don't stop your goals. Don't ever stop reaching for your goals, or just alter your goals. Like, okay, maybe I don't want to be a homeowner, but I want to save up for a home. Mm-hmm. So maybe not the full goal, but some of it.
And that
downsize.
That's a perfect, what do you call it? Like steps, is that we tend to look at the end goal. Like,
yeah, the end goal. Yeah.
Family, whatever. We don't do what you're saying, little goals, so that we can feel accomplished. Because we start thinking about, okay, the start, the end. But you need to back it up, girl. We need to start from the beginning and then do, for example, okay, I want to get married, or, okay, yeah.
You want to have kids, then first step, find a man. Yeah, find a good man who could be a good father and husband.
And then even more niche than that, because take more steps back, start a dating account. Where are you going to find these?
Yeah, baby steps. It's all about the baby step.
And then you find somebody that you actually like, then just focus on that person and then put a next goal.
I think this is called trust the process.
Yes.
Trust the process to getting to your goal.
And enjoy.
Enjoy the ride.
Yes, enjoy the ride. I'm now in my 20s. I was freaking scared to turn 30. I was. Because at 30, I cried. On my birthday, I cried.
Oh, gee.
I swear, I was such a freaking baby. I cried because I look back in my life and the 10 years that I could have finished college, that I could have got that job, that I could have been more extroverted and been like saying no to these people and saying yes to the right people. And that's why I cried. And
live and you learn in your 20s. You live and you learn. You learn from what didn't work and keep trying to find what will work.
Exactly. And to all those that are about to turn 30, it's scary, but it's not the end of the world. In your 30s, you end up discovering more of yourself, but with confidence. And I wouldn't go back to my 20s and restart everything and do everything again the right way. Go to college and the person that I was with like for 6 years, because we went different routes, try to work it out and do all these things. Like, no.
Yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at, and I'm happy with where I'm going, kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think you and I, we're the same age, 31. Yeah. But I bet you anything, once we turn 40, we'll be able to turn 40 together somehow, same year at least.
Yeah.
We're going to feel even better. We're going to feel...
And then we're going to start a podcast called Thoughts at 40, right?
Thoughts at 40, yes.
So tune in every episode to see what we will talk about next.
Yes. That wraps up another episode of Thoughts at 30.
Episode 2.
Embrace the journey. Manage those expectations. And remember, you guys are doing just fine.
Trust the process.
Bye.
Take care.